for everyone watching, this is Tala. He is the owner of Technical Trades and a few other huge Instagrams where essentially he shows you Forex patterns and what the patterns are and what the patterns are going to do. And what he does is he simplifies everything for you by creating you an ebook that you could follow whenever you see a potential pattern in the Forex market. With that being said, how did that come to fruition? What made you want to do specific patterns?
Yeah, so let's get into it. My name is Talha, and I've been trading for about 4 years now. And I've been in crypto market, Forex market. First, I was just trading by myself. I was not on social media before. And so I was like, okay, why don't I make videos too? So that way I can inform others that are newbies and that want to get into the market. And so that's why I started I started making videos on TikTok and posting those same ones on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. And yeah, that's how I got started. I have multiple pages that I run on TikTok.
Which are some of your most famous ones?
Trading Technicals, Technique Trades. They all have TT. So
there's TT mean?
TT. It's just
TT like Technical Trades.
Trading Technicals,
okay.
Technique Trades. There's a bunch of them like that. I have TikTok around 200K followers on one account, 400 on another one. One recently just got banned. TikTok is just, they love banning accounts really fast. So that one got banned. It was at 140,000 followers. And then I take those same videos and then I post them on Instagram Reels. So then they blow up on there too. So a lot of followers that are on TikTok, I have some on Instagram. So yeah, these are my big pages that I run and essentially sell my ebook and make money from that.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate the honesty where you said that you sell your ebooks and make money from that. Most people I've had on the podcast, they say I've made money only trading, but they never say, hey, I sell this service or that service. Like one of the realest people I've had on the podcast is Dalian, where he's like, hey, I sell EA services. I sell server services. Like this is what I do. I'm the back end of many of these companies that you see, and he's transparent about it. And I've also had a few other people that have said I sell courses, and the reason I sell courses is because it's not even that I wanted to, is that people just ask me for it, right? And in your situation, I feel it's like the same thing. People are always looking for a guide that they could instantly look at to become a more profitable trader. Think about it like in school, my teacher would give me something called a cheat sheet. All right. And it was like this guide that would help you with the exam that you're taking. It's not giving you the answers to it, but it's giving you hints of what the answer could be.
It's helping you a little bit.
Exactly. Which is like the same thing that you're providing for people that are looking at the market. How old are you now? And how much money have you made selling your ebook? And how much money have you made trading in the Forex space?
Yeah. So I have made with the ebooks. So pretty much like you said, it's just a different income that I'm making. Obviously,
different
stream of income. I'm still making money from trading. I hold Bitcoin and Ethereum in my wallet, over 6 figures of it. So over 100,000 in crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then this is just another stream of ebook, for example, selling that. I've made over 100K from selling ebooks. A lot of customers, 6,000. I can't remember top of my head, but
5,000 to 6,000
customers that have bought the ebook.
Gotcha. So you're selling it at like $20?
20, 25.
That's cheap. Yeah.
It's a good point is that they can just search up the same info online and find it for free. But people, like you said, they want a cheat sheet, like how your teacher was. They just want a cheat sheet for $20, right? And they can just get everything right in front of them. It's easily simplified. I've taken 2 months to write it and graphic design it and stuff like that. So it looks really nice, very friendly. And yeah, you can buy that.
So something you said is that people could look for it for free online, which is absolutely right. But the thing that people fail to do is realize which pattern is which. Because when you're looking at a pattern, it's hard to know what type of pattern that is and type it in, especially if you're a beginner. So that's where I feel like your ebook is actually helping a lot of people. because they could just literally, how many pages is it? It's like,
It's about, so so I have two books. So one has 80 pages, the other one has 110 pages.
holy fuck. I
Yeah.
thought it was less.
Yeah.
So the one that's 80 pages, on page number 2 or 3, does it give you the name of each and every single pattern?
Yeah. So there are obviously images, and then there's captions and like a
And
full-on
is this a real book or digital?
It's a digital ebook, so PDF.
Digital
you're gonna get.
ebook. Okay,
So
PDF.
when you purchase it, you'll get it right away, and if you choose, you can print it out too. So
Okay.
that's another option. It's on there. Yeah.
Yeah, something that I did when I first started trading was actually I would print out everything and I would stick it to my wall.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah.
Something, it reminds me of a show called Prison Break. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
In season number 1, what he does is he scatters everything on the wall of how he's going to escape.
Yeah.
And from how he's going to escape, how is he going to remain out? Every single blueprint, everything. So I had that mindset where I'm like, I'm going to just put everything across my wall. This is when I used to live at my parents' house. When you would walk inside my room, this side of the wall was white and this side of the wall was all trading. A bunch of freaking, patterns, indicators,
Yes.
templates,
Yeah.
different Forex
Samples
confirmations, different rules, different do not rules, like things that I could not do if certain things happen in the market. And essentially, that really helped me out until the point where that was when I was beginner. Then I came into the phase where I was an intermediate trader. An intermediate trader to me is a trader that makes money but loses it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He makes the money, but he loses it. And I got to that phase. I was an intermediate trader. And at that phase, I started taking down all the all the things that I printed out of all these patterns and stuff. And what helped me become an advanced trader was the psychology aspect. Because making money in the market, it's not easy, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Losing money in the market is not easy. You get me? Both things are not easy to do. Most people think, oh, it's so easy to lose money. Well, if you would have done the complete opposite of what you did, you wouldn't have lost money, right? And most people are going to be like, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah.
But my whole point here with this is that at the beginning, that's what I had to do. The same thing that you're offering people for $20 that they could read over, I had to go out and look for each fucking pattern and each little
indicator
and so many different things to put across my wall. And it really helped me. You get me? It helped me go from beginner to intermediate. The intermediate to advanced, in my opinion, is mainly psychology. Because once you know how to trade and you know risk management, you know technicals, you know your patterns, you know the templates that work for your strategy or don't work for your strategy, you know how to make the money. Keeping the money is the harder part.
Yeah. So strategy, it changes. You can find different strategies. So I might have a different strategy that I found profitable. You might have a different strategy that you found profitable. What I found profitability is in swing trading. So I still, to this point, even yesterday, I took a gold trade. You can probably see it on my page. I found profitability in swing trades. Day trading, I noticed that for me personally, it might be different for you, but scalping and most of like day-to-day trading, I was not good at. So I was continuously losing money because I've been trading for 4 years. So I know the market. I've been in the market for long. So I found profitability in swing trading. And that's what I do. Obviously, ebooks, I sell them here and there. I don't rely on them. I mostly rely on trading and swing trading. So
yeah. How much money have you made trading this year, 2024? And what broker do you use?
So I made about 120,000 trading Forex. Mostly I stick with gold.
This year? Okay.
Gold, XAU, USD. That's what I stick with. And I use AirFX because that's just, I've been using that for like 7 months now. I was with HeroFX. I trade AirFX on AirFX now.
Which one do you prefer, Hero or Air, and why?
AirFX, because the withdrawals are really fast. Within an hour, you'll get the withdrawal right away. It's pretty easy. It's safe and secure. They match up your deposit to 100%, right? As you might know about it. But that's what I personally use. I like it. It's pretty good.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. It's kind of like good to hear someone that has a different opinion. I say the same things about Hero FX. They match your deposits. you know, the withdrawals are just as quick. So in the year of 2024, you've already made $120,000 trading, right? What do you expect to end the year with?
I want to end it with like 300. If I can get to 300,000 by the end of this 2024 year, I think that would be perfect. That would be a really good goal of mine.
Awesome.
It's not a crazy goal. And I'm not going to say $1 million, right?
Yeah.
We're sitting at 120, right? 110, 120. If I can get to 300,000 by the end of the year.
That's really realistic. You got me? Because that's about, you have to do about 150%. You get me? And when you divide 150% across the next 9 months, you're essentially, you have to make about 12% per day. I'm sorry, 12% per month, which is obtainable. It's realistic. Most people have stupid, unrealistic goals in trading. And I call them stupid, unrealistic because I see people all the time that say, I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to turn 10,000 into $1 million.
Crazy.
Like, there's a reason why you fail. You get me? There's a reason why not many people accomplish it, if any. You know, whenever they post that stuff online where I see someone taking $100 to X amount, it's all fake. Like, you know how you could tell it's fake really easily? Look at the free margin of the account. The free margin will never change. That's how you could tell the account's fake instantly.
That's true.
You get me? The next time you guys see any fucking dumbass on Instagram saying I'm taking $100 to 300,000 to 500,000, look at the margin level of the account, and you're gonna notice it never changes. If the margin level never changes, it's a fake account that they get to make it look real. You get me?
It just never adds up. The margin level, it just never adds up.
You know, there's so many ways I could spot a fake account. So many. It's so easy to spot a fake account. And one of the biggest ways to spot a fake account is if the funds in the account are not a reflection of someone's life. How many? I see a lot of people with a $400,000 or $500,000 account, and their lifestyle is not a reflection of it. It's like,
doesn't add up.
What? Yeah, it's like what the
you
fuck?
You should be like living life, like, you know, cars and watches or whatever you're into.
Yeah,
you should be spending it on yourself. If you have a $500,000 account, go spend it.
Yeah, and
use it.
One of the things that is to me hilarious when people say, "Oh, I don't care about the supercar. I rather invest my money in real estate." Where's your portfolio?
Yeah.
I don't care about the houses. I rather do that. Okay, well, how does that look? You get me?
No.
And now there's the complete negative. There's the complete opposite of this, where I've seen people that have the nice house, have the nice cars, and don't have $50K to invest, $100K to invest. I've seen it. You get me?
Yeah.
They have the lifestyle on Instagram, but they don't have the financial backings for whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
And it's something where, again, people have to be very careful. They have to be very logical about why are they following this person? Why are they obtaining information about this person? If this person every 3 months is selling a course or an EA, it's, you know, it doesn't take 2 + 2 to add up how they're making their money. You get me?
Yeah.
You were very honest, and you say that, hey, like, I've only made 100K. Yeah. To make the 100K with the ebooks, how long did that take you?
That took a year.
A year?
A year, yeah. So
that's
over
like
time, it's just
8K a month.
Yeah, it's just here and there, you know. Obviously, like I said, like, right, I'm not relying on it. It's just a different source of income. Everybody who doesn't want love different source of income. If I'm gonna just be quiet and just trade, yeah, sure, I'm gonna trade, make money. Yeah. But why not sell that same info to people that they can become profitable too?
Yeah, especially when they're asking you for it.
Yeah.
I actually sold signals at the beginning. I made a lot of money selling signals, and I don't bullshit anyone, right? I've made 50 grand a month selling signals, 60 grand a month, right? And people are like, well, you didn't make money off trading. Well, signals is trading. People are paying $60,000 a month for my signals to trade. Like, there's a reason why I have so many people paying that. But at the beginning of this year of 2024, I stopped selling all signals. I stopped selling any service. The reason I did that was because, number one, I don't need to sell anything to make money in this industry. I don't need to sell a course. I don't need to sell signals. I don't need to sell anything. I don't need to sell an EA. And I stopped all that. The only thing I do is I promote Hero FX because I have an affiliate link with them. And from that affiliate link, I make 5 figures every single month, to be very transparent with you guys on the camera. And essentially, that's what I've done this year. You get me? Now, you've made 120,000. We are in February going on to March. What is it that you spend your money on?
Honestly, I'm trying to save right now at this point. I'm trying to buy a house so I can put it up on either start with the Airbnb market or just try to move away, try different income sources. And that's just what I'm trying to do. I don't really have living expenses because I still live with my parents. I'm only 20 years old.
Essentially, since you don't have a lot of living expenses, right, what do you spend your money on? I know you're trying to save money, but what do you spend it on?
So mostly on food. I order every other day from outside. I'm into cars too, so I build cars. I really want to get an M3, a BMW M3. So just maybe I might get that in a couple of days.
Why an M3? I think BMWs are for gay people.
I can disagree. I could say Audis are for gay people.
Audis?
Yeah, Audis or McLarens. I can say that too.
McLarens are. Yeah. Haven't you noticed every little fucking Miami boy driving one?
That's true. There's a lot in Miami. There's a lot of McLaren,
including me. No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing I hate about BMW. BMWs are designed to fail. Like, if you don't know that. Like, why do you think every part in the car, majority of the parts are made out of plastic? What happens when plastic gets hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold?
That's different from now. 2020, they have changed all of that.
No, now it's even worse.
No, they have partnered with Toyota, right? The new Supra has the same engine as the BMW, right? The B58.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. 20 years ago, Toyota was making a car to last 100 years. That's why you see a piece of shit Toyota still turning on today. A car that's being manufactured today is being manufactured to work as long as the warranty is. So let's say that you get a 2024 BMW, right? And the warranty is to 2027, a 3-year warranty. By the year 2027 or 2028 hits, that car is going to start giving you issues or problems. Think about it logically. You get me?
But then what's the other brand that you go with? Mercedes?
No car brand is good. Tell me one car brand that doesn't break down.
Only thing I can think about is Honda and Toyota.
New Hondas break all the time. Old Hondas, bro.
They'll last you.
They last you. You get me?
Yeah.
They last. But think about it. It's all a business. You get me? Like, if me and you, right, we're selling water bottles, what is our goal with the client? To use the water bottle and drink water out of it. As soon as they're done with the water bottle, what do they have to do? Repurchase another one. So it's the same thing with the car industry. They want you to use your car as much as possible for 3 years because they know after 3 years, all those little plastic parts, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, 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 breaks. And when it breaks, guess what? They're going to sell you on a newer model that they're going to say is never going to break, or they're going to have you take it to the service department, which they make billions and billions.
I think half of them just make money on repairing the car than actually making profit selling the car.
So you want a BMW M3.
Yeah. It's just a dream car. I might get it, but
get it. You get me? Fuck anyone else's opinion.
I think we should just get it and then, make that money back in 2-3 months or whatever. Grind hard. I think it will make me get up every day and make all that money.
That's what I said about the R8.
Yeah, and you did that. You got...
No, bro. Here's what happens when you get the car. I have 5 of them, right? They're all amazing. I love them all. Love them. You get me? I kiss them every morning in their foreheads. The cars, after a certain period of time, are not going to get you up from bed. Because after you drive them for 2-3 months, it's like whatever. Like, I was having a conversation with TBK today, that Korean. And he's like, bro, you're never satisfied. And I'm like, it's not that I'm not satisfied, Tommy. It's that I want more. I'm not comfortable. You get me? And the reason he said, yo, you're never satisfied is because he gives me a car on map 0. So the R8 has 4 maps. Each map is a different horsepower rating. it gets fucking faster and faster and faster. You were in the R8.
Yeah.
In map 0, that car is now faster than what it used to be on map 2.
Okay.
So the car is like
up.
stupid fast, right? And I'm like, bro, this feels normal to me. And he's like, bro, you're never satisfied.
You get used to things.
You get
Slowly,
used to
slowly,
things. You get me? So never take things. If you want the M3, go get it. I have, like I said, I have 5 cars. Extremely grateful for all of them, but
Yeah,
they're not. They're not. Go ahead.
So how did you go from 1 to 5, and how does it feel?
Well, the reason I have 5 cars is because I need a daily for my daily for my daily for my daily for my dailies.
Yeah, heard that before. Yeah.
No, but here's how it all started. Essentially, I used to have an M5. I used to be gay. I used to have a BMW.
Yeah.
But I stopped. I sold the M5. And the reason I sold the M5 was because it gave me problems every week. New sensor issue, coolant, new sensor issue. And I got an R8. And when I got the R8, I took it to TBK. I've done all my work and all my cars. I've done it with Tommy, besides one Corvette that I did with another shop. They fucked up the Corvette. And then I used to have a Mustang that I took it to FM Performance. They were great. You get me? That car was fast. Never gave me problems. FM Performance, when it comes to like racing and drag time, like in my opinion, for Ford, they are the best in South Florida. Like it's gonna be, there's no comparison. There's no other shop that could fuck with them. You get me? And I'll put money behind that as well at the track. Like I'll go
bet on it. Yeah.
I'll bet whatever on my friend Brian and his team and his dad. I'll bet whatever. You know,
because they're legit.
Yeah, they're like some of the best. Yeah. So, I got the R8. And when I got the R8, I put the exhaust on it. Then I put twin turbos on it. When I was putting twin turbos on it the first time, it took Tommy 3 days to put the twin turbo kit, test it, tune it, and give it to me. And then at 800 horsepower, the car didn't feel fast. Just whatever. It was whatever to me, right? So then I take the car back, and I'm in Greece for a whole month. So I'm like, hey, bro, here's the car. You have a whole month to work on it. Yeah. When I come back, I want to see my car. So when I come back and get the car, it's extremely fast. I'm like, oh shit, it's fast. After a week, normal, because you get used to things.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'm like, at that point, it's January. I'm doing amazing in business, right? January of last year, and I'm like, I want a Corvette. The reason I wanted a Corvette was because the Corvette was my first supercar ever. So I'm like, I want to experience that again. I buy the Corvette. Then that Corvette turns out to be a headache. The Corvette's always at the shop. So then
breaking.
Yeah. So then I go to TBK, right? And the day I go to TBK, I think I went for an oil change on the R8. One of his customers is selling a McLaren 720. And I always looked at the McLarens. I'm like, fuck, the McLarens look like a spaceship. But they always break. They always have technical issues. My McLaren has never gave me an issue, ever. You get me? And the person who tunes it is Steven. Essentially, I asked Tom, I'm like, whose McLaren is this and why is it here? And then he's like, oh, I'm putting it back to stock. The owner is selling it. The owner is like a multimillionaire, never even drives the car. It's his wife who drives the car. So then me and him take it for a test drive. And I'm like, yo, this kind of feels slow. But it sounds amazing. It feels slow, but sounds amazing. So he's like, oh, yeah, Steven detuned the car. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, he made the car slower because the guy gave it to his wife. So then I'm like, perfect. So then he connects me to his buddy Jeff, who owns Florida Performance Cars. I've bought in 2 cars from him, the McLaren and the Lambo Urus, which I'll get into the Urus now. And that's how I meet Jeff. We do the paperwork. I send him the crypto. And the very next day, he sends me the car with the paperwork and the title and everything, because I bought out the McLaren and everything's good to go. And that's how I obtained the McLaren. So then a few months go by, right? And we are in October, right? And in October, we essentially go to FL2K with the R8 and we race. Yeah. And when you're racing, there's something called sandbagging. Sandbagging means that my car, right, ends at the track at 170 and your car ends at the track at 150. Right? Okay. So what you do is you hit the brakes right before you reach the end. So you qualify at a lower category. So you could sandbag. You could, win because your car's faster than everyone else's. So at FL2K, there is this guy. His name was Joe, right?
Okay.
Joe, you know I'm talking about you. Fucking Joe, right? He's a really cool guy, but he sandbags, right? And I lose. And when I lose, I'm so mad because I got second place at my first event ever. And the reason I was mad was because I should have gotten first.
Yeah.
Fair and square, I should have gotten first at that event. So then I go back into the RV and I'm like, yo, fuck that shit. We're going to buy a Lambo and we're going to build the fuck out of it. Yeah. And then Tommy's like, yeah. He didn't think I was serious. A week later, I fly out the Korean to Utah and we buy the Lamborghini STO.
The STO, yeah.
And we buy it with Albert, Euro Stable. For those of you who want to know how to buy a car through crypto, you go through Albert, Euro Stable, amazing service. Albert, he actually came on the podcast and he's actually my pastor. You got me? I go and I attend church on Wednesdays. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck it, we're going to build the fastest fucking car ever. You got me? So now the Lambo's getting built.
That's being built. That's gonna take a couple months, or
no, it should be out like next week. But it's been at the shop since November because we're wrapping it. We ordered a body kit for it. Like I've spent a lot of money on this STO. And then comes November. In November, Jeff, right? He gets this brand new Lamborghini Urus. Beautiful fucking car. Yeah. Red interior. The paint option is $16,000 that I'm not paying for it. The previous owner paid for it. And I'm like, yo, I need this car. So I go to Jeff. I'm like, Jeff, can I test drive it? Lets me test drive it. And then I'm like, Jeff, you know what? I'm buying it. I buy the car outright, essentially, and now I have 5 cars. Yeah. I also bought the Corvette from Jeff because I used to have a Corvette Z06 that I sold to Jeff and then bought a Corvette ZR1. I bought the highest trim Corvette. And the reason why is because Tommy, the Korean, he's like, what the fuck are you doing driving a Z06? Like, what kind of broke boy shit is that? Buy the ZR1, the highest. And then you yeah. And I'm like, you're right. Like, the Corvette's my dream car. I should have the highest package of the dream car. Out of all my cars, bro, I've been waiting for the Corvette the longest. Like, to this day, I always call Tommy and I'm like, yo, are you done with my Corvette?
That's the story of the 5 cars.
That's the story of the 5 cars. And there's nothing significant to it. You get me? I just, throughout the year, I leveled up and bought more cars. That's what I like. You get me? I don't like flashy clothes. Like, fuck. Like, look at the clothes that I'm wearing. Camel pants and a shirt. You get me?
Simple.
I don't like flashy clothes. I don't
Not branded.
I don't like jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. I have a diamond necklace, but I only wear for like special occasions.
Having one piece.
I do have nice watches, but I barely even wear my watches. Yeah. What I like are cars. I use the fuck out of them. You know what's something that's crazy? You know what's a driving simulator? Yeah. I bought one, right? And I connect the driving simulator, and I'm driving. And I reach 150 miles in this game, Gran Turismo, and my screen goes black. And when my screen goes black, I see the reflection of myself, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life here looking like a fucking nerd driving this digital game when I have fucking 5 cars outside?
So get up and just go drive them.
Yeah, so I get up, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I take it away. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a giveaway. Whoever wants a free PS5 steering wheel and pedals, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll make a separate reel and give that away because, bro, I felt like a fucking nerd doing that shit.
You got 5 cars. You don't need to.
One of the biggest things that I always tell people this: stop dreaming about it. Go and do it. You got me? Yeah. Like, if you're dreaming that you want to go on a vacation, doing this, doing that,
just get up and go.
Obviously, it takes money and it takes time, but go work for it. Go do it. You got me?
Reward yourself after. If you're making the money, go reward yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I felt so stupid with the steering wheel, because I have 5 cars outside that have more horsepower than any fucking car in the game. Yeah, exactly. All right, and I'm here looking like a fucking pathetic nerd pretending I'm racing someone when I have cars outside. Like, it hit me so hard. And you got me? Yeah. I try to keep my life as real as possible and stay away from digital stuff. Yeah. Besides Warzone. Can't go out and kill someone. You get me? But essentially, there's
video games here and there. Call of Duty. Even I play Call of Duty here and there. Warzone, mostly an hour a day, 2 hours a day. In my free time, just play a little. Go to the gym, obviously.
You go to the gym?
Yeah. I just started recently. injured my arm, so haven't been. So
Which arm?
Pretty simple. It's the right one over
Your
here.
right one?
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, man, I appreciate you so much for coming onto the podcast and sharing your story of how you have created these Instagrams account that have helped you make over $100,000 with your ebook.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you've made over 6 figures trading this year alone. I'm super excited to have you back in 12 months because I want to see if you hit that $300,000 by the end of the year. And you should start tracking that and journaling that. With that being said, thank you for coming on.